Good morning, friends. Welcome back, YouTube, to another update from your one and only Grandmaster friend, the Master of Friends. So what did we get today? We got the repricing we wanted to see. Pretty sweet. So we came down half into this fair value gap, or you could call it a suspension block. Either way, it's an inefficiency that we would want to see repriced to, and we got that right there. Very nice, very nice. So what's next? Well, we didn't get a close below that up close candle. We came down, grabbed the liquidity, it offered a nice discount, and then we closed back above the old week opening gap. So that was pretty sweet. And I think even we did see this candle turn green at one point, which is really cool. So what now? Well, now, tomorrow being Tuesday, and NFP protocol calls for it to be, take it like, you got to use a lot of discernment tomorrow, because tomorrow's like one of the deciding factors of which profile is materializing. So, we got our immediate price rebalance here pretty much right after I got off the live, and then just started falling in the old week opening gap there, which is pretty sweet. Let's go into a lower time frame, see what happened. Let's check out a 5-minute chart. So that was the lowest point that price action had made here. It was just after midnight, and then seeing a very violent move back outside of the gray shaded area, which is really sweet. So the whole thing is time and price. So this morning, I was thinking maybe it would want to drop into repricing the rest of this inefficiency, but it offered me a model here in the 1 minute. So it was looking really good in the 5-minute, and it was reaching back above this upper quadrant. So I had taken a trade somewhere in this series of down close candles. I think it was above consequent encroachment, and I took an L there, and then I tried again right there on the turtle soup. So it was basically a 1 minute order block that had activated a buy program from this little sweep in liquidity right here. And so that was pretty sweet. I paid myself right away, took another piece here, and then held for, I believe, this candle right here. Executions are in the private DM for my private mentees, so they can feel free to call me out. Yeah, that was very cool trade indeed. So we ended up getting a reprice up in the premium of this bearish order block. That was on the 15-minute. This is something that I wanted to see repriced to and through today. This candle right here, we got to it, but not quite through it. So in my opinion, we're still in the accumulation range. We haven't left previous week's high, and we kind of dipped through the low, but there's still many profiles that can be going on here, and we're still in this range. So yes, let's take a peeky poo at the Bitcoins for the Discord members. Oh, which camera would that be? Oh, let's do this. So I was mentioning to the Discord members in the Leverage Mastery that I'd be looking for a long today, and looking for a setup 1 out of the 5 setups that I'm going to take for the month of December in Bitcoin. So we had this little up close candle here, and we were dropping down, perfect timing, comes up, snaps up, shifts market structure. Now I was looking for a bounce off of these up close candles, but as you can see, to my private members, breakers they're not actually too hot in Bitcoin, so they're kind of stupid. Okay, but that ended up being the support level that launched price up at the right time here for the PM run. So my trade, my execution was right there, stopped just below that tail right there, come down, hit the 786 perfectly, ended up giving up I think I took 2-to-1 R out of that trade. And yeah, that was very cool. Or maybe it was like 1.3-to-1 R or something, but very nice. I gave it its chance to wiggle, and this is a testimony to not having the perfect entry, but giving yourself enough wiggle room to where you're not getting stopped out before price goes your direction. Now, personally, this PM run where it started here, I was not willing to wait for that. I like my trades to be very dynamic and to the point and not want to come back on me and do a lot of wiggling. So when I'm expecting price to run, it's got to be gone. And it was very stagnant in throughout here, and it like waited another hour or so before actually getting its butt going. So it was running out of time for me to get back above the open here by 1:30, and then it ended up doing it later anyway. But I don't like holding through this. I don't have the mental capital for that, especially after October and during the holidays. It's either in my favor and I'm paid, or I just collapse the trade when I'm bored. So that's 1 out of 5. I'm going to take this December. Executions are in the Discord for those who are members. And yeah, that was pretty sweet. So let's go back to the NASDAQ. And what are we looking at? Well, let's get rid of some of this. Let's go back to the daily chart. I'm still of the opinion that we're going to reprice higher, especially with the close of that candle. So what I want to see like this candle, so tomorrow, is still use this gray shaded area as support. I would like to see us not lose that tail. And then tomorrow's like that deciding factor. If we lose that tail, then I'll be aiming for something much lower because we are above equal highs right here. And this could be a catalyst for a ride down, sitting at equilibrium of the entire range here. Look. So let's quarter it. See, slight premium, but came down to equilibrium of our data range. It's like, in my opinion, Tuesday could be one of those deciding factors that will tell us what profile is going to materialize for the rest of the week. So if we get a close below the old week opening gap, I'm bearish. If we can get a close above that candle, then I'm still on side. So tomorrow, if I do decide to trade, it's going to be very, very picky, and everything's got to be in and perfect, especially for this month of December. So one thing that I like to do is to grade this tail. And if we can find support, man, I really like that level. If we can find support there, I'm a happy camper. Midnight, if we have any deviations lining up here from the 5 or 15 minute chart from the Asian range or the flout, then I'm going to definitely be seeking that for an entry point. And holding a runner to get to price targets. That your pal is going to be speaking tonight. There's a lot of stuff going on in the market world. It's very wise that if you're engaging with price that you are not completely brand new, especially this week. But yeah, you guys keep it light, keep it tight, keep your runners on. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and be safe.